had the privilege of having two states to get in-state tuition in, Wisconsin and Florida. Those two states had a program where students from that state can get in-state residence tuition in other neighboring states. My main factor in terms of school, which schools I'm applying to, was do they have the major that I want? And the major that I want is aerospace engineering. So that kind of cut it down to schools that have it and don't have it. I got into my safety schools. They gave me a lot of scholarships, but I was having to pay out-of-state tuition. I didn't get much financial aid from the Minnesota school, but I'm going to be paying in-state tuition, so that was my main factor in choosing Minnesota.
My mom's paying for half of it, and then I have to take out student loans to finance the other half. What made me take out student loans was the fact that we don't have money to pay for all of it, and also I don't have any money because I don't have a job. I think that SAS should spend more time focusing on how students can pay for college instead of the admission process itself, because especially when kids are aiming for top schools like Ivy Leagues, those don't come cheap. America has $1.3 trillion in student loans, which I think is ridiculous. One, I don't think it's a topic that's talked about enough, and two, it's become a norm for people to take out $1 bajillion in loans and then have to pay double back with interest, and I don't think people really truly realize that when they're taking out the loan. At the end of the day, your education is your education, right? You can't regret getting your education if it takes you to amazing places and you're doing what you want to do.
Scholarships can be a bit of a will-o'-the-wisp in terms of chasing them. I've had numbers of students that have gone to school on athletic scholarships, and they're surprised that when you are part of an athletics program on an athletic scholarship, it's like having a full-time job. And in fact, it can actually be more remunerative to have a job while you're in college. You make more money than if you accept the scholarship and all the hours that you have to devote to the athletic department because of that. I'm not saying scholarships are not nice, but they're often a small part of the package. It's not housing, it's not books, it's not the cafeteria. I think there's a prestige factor that drives it, but in terms of the money piece, I don't think the scholarships, with a few exceptions, amount to a great deal for what you have to put into getting them and retaining them, because same thing is that if you're not successful in the athletic department, then that scholarship goes away in many cases. Some families say, I don't want you worrying about money, I'll write all the tickets, just keep getting great grades. Other families, money can be an issue because it is an issue. The family can't afford to support or pay for all of the university. So it's a really an individual decision. I think SAS students are, they're achievement driven, they're grade driven, they're socially driven, they're being good kids, and money is one thing they don't have to worry about. But I think they need to be alert to the fact that at some point they will have to be. So I'd say be aware of your money management concerns. They are on the horizon. Don't get taken by surprise when it happens.
If money is an issue, I suggest you look into the scholarships offered from the colleges as well as outside scholarships, and start applying to them earlier than later, because I was going to apply to ROTC scholarships, but by the time that I figured out I wanted to do ROTC, that deadline had passed. So if I had more time to think about it and even just apply, not to even do it, then I would have been doing 4 years of free school instead of applying later and getting free.
I really recommend that you don't only choose your college based on how it ranks. You also take into account the financial situation you're going to be in 4 or 5 years. Try to squeeze as much money as you can out of the school in terms of scholarships and grants, and see if they can give you the max in federal loans. It comes as a whole package, especially when you get your acceptances back. You have to really weigh out your different choices, not only based on tuition, but have a more holistic view at your life.